Africans to a spiritual victory, to overcome our mental slavery. The prophet of African integrity, he fight for the unification of Africans. The UNIA, Universal Negro Improvement Association, 6 million strong song, Africa's new redemption song. Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite.
Welcome to Black History Month, a warm greeting to all members of the community. And I want to welcome you into this space of enlightenment. And now, for the first time ever, we're going to gain a special insight into the philosophy and opinions of one of the greatest men to have ever walked this earth. So we've been celebrating a remarkable life and legacy over 31 days as I bring you the resurrection of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, a series which will be presented by myself, Jermaine Brown, featuring 31 brothers from our community, all chosen to resurrect speeches, articles and essays of the Right Excellent Honourable Marcus Mosiah Garvey daily. So now, before we get into today's speech, I must give you some handy information, food for thought. Marcus Mosiah Garvey was the founder and organizer of the largest independent black movement in the world, the Universal Negro Improvement Association and the African Communities League. And at the heights of success, the organization had a worldwide membership of over 11 million subscribed members. Now, this was an excellent feat, especially when we consider that this happened during a time of no internet, no smartphones, and no social media. And to top it all off, here's the icing on the cake. It was in the midst of 2 world wars. Now, I can't even get a following like that on Instagram and Snapchat, you know, and that's supposed to be easy. Easy, yeah? But he dared to travel the world, even to non-English speaking regions, spreading his message of unity, self-love and empowerment. This was during a time when it was particularly dangerous for black men and women to even wander outside of their own homes. But these factors did not stop the man and his movement, for he had at his disposal an unmatched confidence. He didn't fear failure. He didn't care about the laughter and the ridicule hurled at him. For he had a fearless passion for the advancement of black people worldwide that fueled his mission. I've learned so much in this short time, you know, and I wonder if you feel the same way. So far, we've covered, you know, I am a Negro. We've covered crime and justice, jobs, leadership, self-resilience, emancipation, redemption, unemployment, riots. Oh man, the list goes on. Marcus Mosiah Garvey was such an honourable man. And this is why we've chosen Marcus Mosiah Garvey as our Black History Project. You know, Africa's wealth is something that was close to his heart, and it's something that is still a factor today. Listening to this whole series, you can gain more insight into tomorrow. You know, me myself, just being a part of the project, I've taken so much truth in the mirror, you know, and I believe that was one of his great speeches also, in the mirror of truth. Never mind, you know, looking at me in a storm. From these speeches, from these writings, I mean, you can gain so much, I don't know, what's the best word to describe it? There's not one, because any word is too short, yeah? Have you been listening from series 1? If not, be sure to go all the way back and check it all out. Now, I'm intrigued to know more about the mind of this man and how he accomplished so much. What can I take from him that I can apply to my life today? This is program 19 of our series. Today's reading is titled Great Ideals, No Nationality. Today's narration is by Desmond Zungu Pusey, aka Brother D from Birmingham, UK.
You are listening to an Honor Level production featuring the Resurrection of Marcus Mosiah Garvey series.
Okay, family, the Black History Man, Robin Walker, in the house. In the news, there's this huge debate that seems divisive to me, but I want to get your opinions on it, with FBA, foundational Black Americans, versus immigrants who've come to America or in other parts of the diaspora. What is your feelings on what's going on right now?
This is what the FBA people are not looking at. They're not looking at the other side of the argument. And that's this.
My enemies in America have done much to hold me up to public contempt and ridicule, but have failed. They believe that the only result is to stir up national prejudice against me, in that I was not born within the borders of the United States of America. I am not in the least concerned about such a propaganda, because I have traveled the length and breadth of America, and I have discovered that among the 50 million of my race, only those who have exploited and live up the ignorance of the masses are concerned with where I was born. The masses of the people are looking for leadership. They desire sincere, honest guidance in racial affairs. As proof of this, I may mention that the largest number of members in the Universal Negro Improvement Association, of which I am President General, are to be found in America and are native-born Americans. I know these people so well, and I love them so well, that I would not for 1 minute think that they would fall for such an insidious propaganda. All intelligent people know that one's nationality has nothing to do with great ideals and great principles. If, because I am a Jamaican, the Negro should not accept the principle of race, rights, and liberty, or the ideal of a free and independent race, then you may well say that because Jesus was a Nazarene, the outside world should not accept his doctrine of Christianity because he was an alien. Because Martin Luther was born in Germany, the world should not accept the doctrine of Protestantism. Because Alexander, Hamilton, and Lafayette were not born in America, Americans should not accept and appreciate the benefits they bestowed upon the nation. Because Marconi was an Italian, we of the New World should not make use of wireless telegraphy. Again I say, great principles, great ideals, know no nationality. I know no national boundary where the Negro is concerned. The whole world is my province until Africa is free.
That was an Honor Level production. Honor Level, it's real.
Okay, there we have it. We've just been listening to a speech originally written by Marcus Garvey in 1923, titled Great Ideals Know No Nationality. We'd like to thank Desmond Pusey for today's narration. Desmond is a tailor, African Caribbean dance and music teacher of the Ashanga School of Performing Arts. Desmond says that the voice of Marcus Garvey lives through his freedom fighters who continue to burn the flame of the black royalty through the eyes of the African legacy, setting an example for up-and-coming generations to follow. We welcome your comments, opinions, and feedback on your experience with the Resurrection of Marcus Mosiah Garvey series so far. Should you wish to share with us by email, you can do so by contacting us at onalevel@hotmail.co.uk. That's on-a-level@hotmail.co.uk.
A big tune, a big tune, a big tune.
Love yourself and your expression, you can't go wrong. Love yourself and your expression, you can't go wrong.
Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector.
Raising empowerment for the community. You're tuned to On a Level. This is Movement.
A Lego this year one.
Fellow citizens of Africa, I wish in the name of the Universal Negro Movement Association and African Communities League of the World. You may ask, what organization is that? It is for me to inform you that the Universal Negro Movement Association is an organization that seeks to unite into one solid body the 400 million Negroes of the world. The link of the 50 million Negroes of the United States of America to the 20 million Negroes of the West Indies, the 40 million Negroes of South and Central America, to the 280 million Negroes of Africa, for the purpose of bettering our industrial, commercial, educational, social, and political conditions. As you are aware, the world in which we live today is divided into separate race groups and distinct nationalities. Each race and each nationality is endeavoring to work out its own destiny to the exclusion of other races and other nationalities. We hear the cry of England for the Englishman, of France for the Frenchman, of Germany for the German, of Ireland for the Irish, of Palestine for the Jews, of Japan for the Japanese, of China for the Chinese. We of the Universal Negro Movement Association are raising the cry of Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. There are 400 million Africans in the world who have Negro blood coursing through their veins. And we believe that the time has come to unite these 400 million people for the one common purpose of bettering their condition. The great problem of the Negro for the last 500 years has been that of disunity. No one or no organization ever succeeded in uniting the Negro race. But within the last 4 years, the Universal Negro Movement Association has worked wonders in bringing together in one fold 4 million organized Negroes who are scattered in all parts of the world.
As you know, in this series, we are paying homage to Marcus Mosiah Garvey, as Black History Month is all about celebration. So join me to give well-deserved shout-outs, starting with Garvey's parents, Mama Sarah Jane Richards and Pops Marcus Garvey Sr. We also pay homage and gratitude to those esteemed ancestors who paved the way for Marcus to appear on the world stage. We also pay homage to the graduates of the School of African Philosophy and all of the founding members and supporters of the UNIA.
He was a very great man, but you tried to hide the main things that Marcus Garvey prophesied.
And last but not least, we pay special homage and tribute to his esteemed wife, Amy Jakes Garvey, who was a formidable leader in her own right. Mrs. Garvey kept her husband's legacy alive, and it is partly because of her loving efforts that we can share this groundbreaking historical series with you today.
The philosophy of Marcus Garvey, children, it is time to know more about the philosophy.
Tune in tomorrow at the same time for the resurrection of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. With me, Jermaine Brown.
Yes, sir. Long time ago, you're a bad song like this, Virgin. That they talk about.
No matter what, just sidestep the system and deal with self-reliance. Everything is mind over matter. Go for it.
I'm going to leave you with the famous anthem that Marcus Garvey and the UNIA members had wanted to be adopted as the universal anthem for Black people across the globe. Let's take a moment to listen and feel free to wave your red, black, and green flag should you have one.
Up, you mighty race! You can accomplish what you will.
fight be victorious, when swords are thrust outward to gleam. For us will the victory be glorious, when led by the red, black and green. Advance, advance to victory, let Africa be free. Advance to meet the foe, advance to meet the foe, with the might of the red, the black and the green, with the might of the red, the black and the green. O Jehovah, thou God of the ages, grant unto our sons that need the wisdom thou gave to thy sages when Israel was sore in need. Thy voice to the dim past has spoken, Ethiopia shall stretch forth her hand. By thee shall all fetters be broken, and heaven bless our dear motherland. Advance, advance to freedom.